We love hip hop.
When you decided to become a police officer, were any of your peers critical or skeptical of your decision?
Good question.
Nah, not really, because by the time I decided to become a police officer, people I was surrounded with were not, like, I wasn't surrounded by people who were like on the opposite side of the law.
The man grew up in the church. They're probably applauding it. Finally,
yeah,
Caribbean church.
There's one situation where I had an opportunity to meet a local rapper because I found out that. So when I started rapping in the church originally was like not cool with it.
Right.
But there was a couple in the church that really took me, like that really was championing it. They had me over at their house. They basically took me in. The woman, the wife was the choir leader, so she kind of taught me how to sing.
Wow.
The dad was the bass player in the church. Took me in and everything. So that happened. Like I grew up with that family, know the kids and everything. And then fast forward like 20 years, you know what I mean? To like more recently before I became a cop, I reconnected with the family. And I'm looking on Facebook and I see they're wearing certain apparel and all that stuff. And I'm just like, yo, what's up with this, right?
Yeah.
So I reach out and I find out that they have another son that I just never knew because he left the house before I got a chance to meet him. And that son is somebody notable in the city. And then I was like, yo, this is before I was become a cop. I was like, they were like, yo, you want to meet? And I'm like, yeah, let's link, right? Because I do music, he does music. So we were going to link. But then when I decided to become a cop, I said, you know what? I'm going to not link because conflict of interest, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the person's name because I don't want to tie him to like whatever, but you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not going to meet this person, right?
Yeah, no, that's good because it can get tricky in the rap game, right? Like, we don't care, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll sit here with a police officer and whatever. But for like a rapper's image,
and that's why I did it more for like I did it for me as well, just to not make things complicated. But I was thinking more like I don't want to.
Jam him up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because he doesn't know I'm a cop. He doesn't know whatever.
Yeah.
He'll come to the house. I'll meet him, and then he'll find out I'm white and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be good for him. So I'm just like, let me just
I have a question for you. Okay, because I watch a lot of body cam videos. You know, like I think that's super entertaining. And there's a lot of different characters you meet. Like even like a small like shoplifting. Like once you start wilding out, it could escalate. What is like one of the craziest situations you've been in, or like what is one of the craziest calls you've ever been on?
So I don't know if y'all remember in April this year, there was a shooting in an officer-involved shooting, Bathurst in Shepherd area.
Okay.
So that's where I work, and I wasn't there for the shooting part, but I'll tell you what happened. So, I went home. I was done for the day, whatever. I went home. And as soon as I got home, I got a call from the station, yo, you got to come back.
Damn.
Something happened. And I come back and I found out that the guys on my platoon, like not in my station, like my specific platoon, two guys pulled over a car for no front plate. And basically, the video's out there. So I'm not saying anything that is not already out there.
Yeah.
But basically, something happened where they were getting people out of the car for a good reason. And one of the people in the car just pulled out a burner and started shooting. Right? So one of my platoon mates got shot. Thankfully, he's okay. But they have to return fire, right? And unfortunately, the guy, he's done so, right? So
yeah.
Well, I think I've seen that video.
He was a younger dude, right? I think I remember. Yeah.
The video's out there. So I wasn't there for that specific call, but I could have been because I was just with those guys.
Exactly.
That was my platoon. That was my shift. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, as far as me being involved, it's only been 2 years. There's a lot of stuff that I've dealt with, but I can't think of like one in particular right now that is like crazier than that, right? So
there's enough bhaktis, annoying bhaktis, and I know those ones.
So you haven't had a time where like you haven't, I don't know if I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Nah, I mean there's every call you go in with that mentality. Like you never the way that we're trained, like you can't take anything for granted. The simplest call. Oftentimes, the simplest calls, like pulling someone over for no front plate, are the ones that turn deadly, right? So every time I go into a situation, like any call, I always have that, like, don't stand directly in front of the door, don't, like put your back, like find your exit before you enter the room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have that mentality all the time. So I'm always on that kind of high. So I don't really I can't really think of any particular time where I wasn't on that level of vigilance, right? So
what's the most common call you'd say you deal with? Because obviously you guys deal with a range of calls, but what's like the most common on a day-to-day?
Domestic, but I'm joking.
No, facts. So a lot of domestics. Domestics are always going to be there, especially like, domestics are always going to be there. We get a lot of B&Es, like break and enters, and car thefts. Like you said, like unwanted guests where somebody is loitering, like like an underhouse person kind of thing.
Yeah,
somewhere that they're not supposed to be, and it sucks because it's wintertime now, so it sucks. Kind of feel bad, like, hey, they gotta go. But you know what I mean? They gotta go. So that's pretty much the main ones. You get your sounds of gunshots and all of that. A lot of times it's fireworks. Sometimes it is gunshots, but you can't confirm it, or So,
yeah.
I'll ask one more question.
Yeah, go for it.
How much nuance or like humanity do you put when you're dealing with the person? Like, there's one time where I got pulled over or whatever, right? But because I was honest with the officer, like, he kind of understood my situation and he allowed me. Shout out to that man, or he allowed the thing. So like, how much humanity, or like how much do you kind of like listen to the person and the exact situation, or is it just like strictly by the book?
Nah. So we have discretion on some things. Some things we don't have discretion.
No, exactly.
But we have discretion on some things. So like traffic stops, we often have discretion. So unless the thing you're doing is egregious, we have discretion.
If we see a gun under the seat.
obviously, right?
Wow.
So for me personally, every call I go to, like I'm dealing with people, you know what I mean? People first.
Yeah.
So I try to hear their side of things, unless it's something where I see someone like physically, like, you know what I mean? And I got to jump in and just make the arrest.
Yeah.
But if it's just people arguing, or it's like a traffic violation or something like that, I listen to what they're saying. Like I try to show humanity, right? That's me every time.
Yeah.
So,
in a multicultural city like Toronto, do you think having police officers from a visible minority helps? Like, have you ever seen that ease the situation or de-escalate a situation?
100%.
Like what? Like, can I?
So I work in 32 Division. We have like Lawrence Heights or Jungle, right? When I go down there, I can see like I can build a rapport. You know what I mean? And I can see they look at me and they're kind of like, all right, you look like us. You know what I mean? You talk like us, whatever. So it definitely helps as far as building rapport. Not to say that officers who are not Black can't do that, but I think just off the jump, I have the advantage in that regard, right?
So, okay, even for Friday and Natural, like, would you rather get pulled over by like a Black cop or like a white cop? Like, is it like, does it ease your mind if it's like, for you, like, okay, like this is another Black man? Like,
not necessarily.
Or is it even more like, oh shoot?
I've had times where I've been pulled over by a Black cop and she was doing the most. And I wasn't even, I don't know, I just had like I was driving too fast or something, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it all depends on me. That's how I look at it for myself, on the way I speak in the situation. You know
I just feel like culturally, like, the Black cop would understand the nuances more, you know what I mean? Like, even that one situation where the woman had the boiling water and then she just said, oh, Hail Mary, or she said,
I rebuke you. She said,
yeah, exactly.
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. So I feel like if that was
he took it as a threat.
Yeah, if that was a Black man, he would have realized that's not a threat. But because the cultural difference was there, you know what I mean? So I feel like that does help in those situations for sure.
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. What about the gal them? Right? I don't know what your situation is, right? But like, we had this debate the other day about the firemen and the cops, and y'all were trying to tell me that like hood girls are not fucking with cops. Do hood gal them love cops?
Love is crazy.
Or at least fuck with them. Like, you ever get hit on by like a hood chick?
Yeah, for sure. So I've gone to calls where, you know what I mean, they come out, like the hood girls are the ones that are the most they're like mama lions, man. Like I've gone to like certain areas to make an arrest, and the hood girls are the ones like, leave him alone, you know, like cussing me out, whatever. But then when I talk calm to them and like show them that, listen, I understand what we gotta do, whatever, and I kind of calm things down, it has turned into like,
what's your snap?
So
you're not so bad.
Kind of
you
thing,
arrest the youth and then beat up the moms? That's crazy. Not physically beat, but that's crazy.
Because in those situations, I had to do what I had to do. Like, I had to go in and like separate people and make an arrest, whatever.
Exactly.
But once I calmed them down and be like, listen, I'm just doing my job. Here's what we're doing. And he's not, this and that. We're just, you know, gotta do what we gotta do, whatever, and start talking to them calm. I've had situations where, like, oh, you're one of the nice ones. Oh, what's your, so I've had those, yeah.
What's your
but
IG?
But I'm taking, so.
Okay, big up. Family man, church man.
And the wifey's a fan of the show, probably even more than me. So
salute.
All right, don't get beat down, Friday.
I know, we can stir up enough trouble. As an artist, okay, and you're somebody who's watched the Toronto music scene, because as an artist, you've been watching the scene from before even being a cop,
For
right?
sure, long time.
What are your thoughts on the Toronto music scene now, especially like the drill wave that is like basically infiltrated a lot of the scene over the years in social media? What are your thoughts on it? Like watching from two perspectives, as an artist and as an officer.
So as an artist, there's a few artists that I rock with. Like I played Press Machine 2. I was listening to that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that album. There's others where I'm just like, man, like we don't really have, like I feel like we don't have, I feel like a lot of the guys right now aren't really spitting like that. You know what I mean? Part of it is I'm a little bit of an old head too, but I still always rock with the newer, like I like new music, new hip hop.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I wish the talent was a little more, better.
Yeah.
I feel like back in the days, like you had your like guys like Infinite, Ghetto Concept, those guys. I feel like they were, a little more like, I don't know, talented or whatever. I'm probably gonna get like a lot of comments under your video for this, but like, yo, F that guy, whatever.
That's your opinion. It's your opinion.
Yeah.
Well, it's my opinion, right? I'm always listening to him. I'm always checking for it. I just checked out Sav. I'm always checking for the new stuff.
You listen to Sav 4 times?
I listened to the album, his newest, I don't know if it's his EP or album, whatever. I listened to that.
So are you able to like disassociate from being a police officer into just being a music fan? Or is it kind of like you're taking it in, like the implications?
No. I disassociate. So the first time it hit me, I listened to Press Attachment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was vibing to that song. And then I started to realize, this man's talking about like murking a man, right?
This and that on the song.
A specific man, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, it's a little close, because I'm always listening to US hip hop and they're always talking about that stuff. But when it's close to home though, it's like, oh shoot, that's like I know about that case. You know what I mean? Oh, you know what I mean? So then it becomes like, oh shoot, right? But I try to disassociate, just listen to the music, enjoy the music. You know what I mean? Like even the Press album I was listening to on the way here actually. And I'm just like, yeah, he's saying some stuff, more of that same kind of, you got the slug and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just vibing to the music, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and then, okay, the scene itself, right? The second part of the question, like, are you, like we watched it come up and then kind of go down. What are your impressions on that, man? Like
the Toronto music scene?
The drill scene part.
The drill part scene.
Yes.
The drill scene. I don't know, man. A lot of dudes like the Toronto accent, for example, right? Mm-hmm. I got no problem with it. I use it sometimes, you know what I mean? I'm from Toronto, I'm from the city. Mm-hmm. But some of it doesn't sound, I don't know, man. Like
good in music, right?
Yeah, good in music, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, they get the drill beat. I love drill beats, like those UK style drill or Brooklyn, whatever. UK is the originator. Mm-hmm. I like those style of beats. You know what I mean? All those bands kind of sound the same on it. But a good song's a good song. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like now I'm at the point where I don't really have artists and I'm like, yo, that's a dope artist. It's like, oh, that's a dope song.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll go to the artist project and I'm like, okay, that was the dope song. You know
the
what I mean?
one.
And then you have others where it's the other way around, where it's like, and then I hear a song like, oh, shoot, that's the same guy who I like I didn't like the other stuff, but I like this song. So now I just song for song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no real artist in the city that I'm really like, yeah, that guy. Pressa though, I'm starting to rate Pressa. I didn't like him on that Leak track with Drake.
Really?
Really? I like the track. I didn't like Pressa on the track.
Okay.
But this album is made up for Press Machine 2 has made up for it for me. So
hey man. Listen, man, Pressa, if you see this, yo,
he's not gonna be happy that
they're gonna be like Pressa's police music.
Yeah, he ain't gonna be happy. So and honestly, that's part of the challenge. Like when you invited me on the show, I'm like, I don't wanna, I am a police officer, but I don't wanna like make these guys,
Fam, like you're a human being, fam. You're a fan of music.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is, right? So
yeah. And like I was saying before, bro, like I'm having outer body experience right now. Like
this is crazy.
Yeah, like there's such a divide in the hood and stuff like that, and I think this might even help to kind of bridge that divide, because I feel like a lot of men from the hood they're not even trying to be officers, and I think that's kind of what's needed.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But do you think, because when I think about humanity, like there's always like opposites, you know what I mean? So I feel like there's always going to be like robbers and like cops and robbers, kind of like the Chiefs and Indians type
They need
thing.
each other almost.
You know what I mean? Like Batman and Joker type thing, you know? So
yeah, I mean,
like there's no question. Like, what do you think about that dichotomy?
That's just the way of life, right? There's always that's the yin and the yang, right? It's always going to be there. So, you know what I mean? Keeps me employed, but obviously I want to make the city safer. You know what I mean? So
how do you balance your work life with your home life? Because I'd imagine that being a police officer is one of those careers that you take your work home. You can't really escape it.
It takes like you have to be intentional. You know what I mean? Because you're right. Like if you and therapy, like I do therapy, I have a therapist.
Nice.
I was always, growing up in the Caribbean culture and all that, I was kind of like, I don't want no therapy. And part of me still thinks I don't need therapy, but I was proactive in getting a therapist, because they tell you in the job, like, hey, make sure you get a therapist, whatever.
Really?
I was proactive in getting a therapist and making sure that I had that therapist, a phone call away or whatever, so that I can just do check-ins. Even if I feel everything's cool. Because they say a lot of this stuff that you do with policing hits you years later.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Like you deal with a dead baby, whatever, but then you're like, all right, I gotta stay on the job, so I gotta go. Like you deal with the baby, then you're like, go. And you do the next day, same kind of thing, and you don't have time to really process it.
Yeah.
And then years down the road, you just kind of snap, right?
PTSD.
Yeah. So I want to prevent that, obviously. So I've been making sure I see my therapist and all of that,
Yeah, because even with firemen, they say that the job affects your nervous system in such a way that like it affects your mental health going forward, PTSD. Some people will fall into alcoholism or different ways to cope. So do you feel like that with being a police officer, where your nervous system is constantly being pushed to the edge in like high risk situations?
So the hardest thing is when I'm on the job, there's something called a vigilance roller coaster, right? Or the hyper vigilant roller coaster. And it's like a diagram, like it shows, like when you're on the job, you're like up here. But then when you get home, it's easy to be like, I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? Like I just, like all that energy that I use on the job, when I get home, it's like,
you're drained.
Like, it's like, babe, can you wash a dish? It's like, I don't want to do nothing. You know what I mean? So that's the part I got to fight against, like getting back into being useful at home, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm writing that down. Hypervigilant roller coaster. That's a title right there.
I'm gonna start using that on my shorty. Like, babe, I'm just going through a hypervigilant roller coaster. I can't even do it that right now.
It's like, what's wrong? Like VR thing.
But real talk, y'all. So y'all are here. You guys talk. You guys talk, right? Then maybe you get home, and your girl or whoever wants to like talk, and you're like, listen,
no facts.
I just spent hours talking. I'm not trying to talk right now. I'm trying to just, whatever y'all do, just chill, watch something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't trying to talk right, because I've been talking for hours. So that's kind of how it is. Like when I'm vigilant at work, then I get home. It's like I don't want to be chasing kids. I don't want to be. Listen, man, I just want to chill.
Just
you know what I mean?
Chill.
So
speaking of chilling, weed is legal out here. Are officers allowed to ball up?
On
that one, I'm gonna say no comment.
Smart.
I'm just gonna say
smart.
No comment.
Hold on.
I ain't mad at the question, but I gotta say no comment for that.
No, I respect it.
Oh man. Okay. You guys have any more questions before?
I have like a couple more.
Okay. Go
So I used to work at Tim Hortons when I was younger, and whenever an officer would pull up, usually it'd be two officers, we'd have to give them a free coffee. And I remember, I'm like 21, I'm like a little shit. And I'm like, why do we have to give them free coffee? They should pay like everyone else, whatever. But it was always a protocol, right? I'd be cheesed. I'd be like, nah, we should charge these guys.
High grade hating right there.
Is that still a practice?
So most Tim Hortons that I go to when I'm on shift, they'll give us a free coffee.
Gee.
If you buy food or something, if you want food, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, you gotta pay for it.
And then some of them, if you want to get a specialized drink, then you got to pay for that too. But typically, most Tims around the city, you can typically get a free coffee if you're on duty.
What about the donut stereotype? Is that a real thing?
So I'll tell you this. People are always bringing donuts, man. Like, you roll up to the station, and it's just like donuts just chilling at the front desk.
It's because the Simpsons, lie.
No, man, that was a stereotype before the Simpsons, bro. Like, it's always been a thing, fam.
So would you say you have donuts every day at work?
I mean, you don't have to take it, but it's always there.
But they're available.
They're always there. Because somebody, like, what it is, like, it's not like the station is buying the donuts. Like, what it is like you hire somebody new, whether it's a cop job, like a officer job or a civilian job, and they want to make an impression, so they bring in donuts. You know what I mean? Like, there's always people just paying fines, like they did something stupid, and it's like, you got to pay a fine, so they bring in the box of donuts. You know what I mean? So there's just always donuts there. You know what I mean? So,
what's the best donut for police officers? Like, what's the one where it's like, damn, we ran out of double chocolate? Like,
like the best type of donut or the best like company?
Both. Let me hear both.
So Mr. Puffs.
Oh, jeez.
Those are
you came prepared with that answer.
Mr. Puffs.
Are you sponsored? You're sponsored
San Ramos. And Tobacco, yeah.
Oh, so you guys just don't do Tim's? I assume just like Tim's or Krispy Kreme.
It's mostly Tim's, but every now and then a man will bring in like a Mr. Puffs, or if they're feeling like spending some money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, talk about that Tim's like lowbrow. Talk about Mr. Puffs, man. The good shit.
Yep.
If someone makes like a really impressive arrest, do they throw like a little pizza party or something?
Nah. I mean, it does happen. It does happen.
Okay.
But I haven't seen it happen yet.
So do you guys have quotas, and do you guys actually have quotas every month?
We don't have quotas. That's a myth. That's a myth, but there is like
targets, goals.
It's more so like if you're slacking as an officer in certain areas, like enough mans don't like giving tickets. Like enough officers. And that happens sometimes where it's like you might come across an officer and feel like, yo, why did he give me a ticket?
Yeah.
Enough mans don't like giving tickets. Some do, but enough officers don't like giving tickets. But what happens is, I haven't given a ticket in a while. And the bosses start getting, hey, like you haven't given any tickets.
Like, what are you out there doing?
Yeah, what are you out there doing? You gotta get tickets, right? So it's like, all right, I gotta go get some tickets.
If I get a ticket and I go to court, are man pulling up? Like, because I hear that officers don't pull up, and
so that's where it used to be. Now we're pretty much required to pull up, especially because it's on like
it's getting stringent.
It's on like Zoom court now.
They started cutting the budget. It's just like, all right, guys.
But you did make a good point about the Zoom court thing. Before it was like mans had to pull up. Like, now, bro, I could just do it in the office, bro.
Yeah. So typically we'll show up because it's like it's plug in, Zoom court, right?
Do it on your phone.
If it's traffic.
Pulling up over the $25 ticket is crazy. Just allow me, fam.
Slow down.
Do you remember when you first started riding around in the police car and seeing people's reception of when you see a cop car on road? Everyone switches up. What was that like?
Listen, when I drive to or from work, people don't want to let me in. I'm trying to get in. People are like,
really,
whatever. When I'm in that police car, everyone just gets out of your way.
Yep.
And it's not like
both hands on the wheel.
No, that's me, bro.
Yeah.
Like you see people slow down around you.
Like, it's not like I'm abusing it. I'm not like abusing it. It just naturally happens. You know what I mean? Like, you're in a police car. Everyone's like just getting out of your way to let you in. You know what I mean? In your personal car, I can't get in. You know what I mean? So.
Mans are honking you down when you're in your personal car. As soon as you pull out in the next whip, mans are like, hey, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Mans are turning into plazas they weren't even trying to go to just because a police officer was behind them.
That used to be
me. Now, once they stopped doing the sticker on the license plate, that blessed me so hard.
Oh, that's what you'd get pulled over for?
Yeah, because they didn't all
invalid.
Yeah.
We're giving them too much. We have an officer.
We love hip-hop.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip-hop.